potential. What is your potential?
What the fuck is that?
What is it? What is your potential? What is your potential?
And how do you...
Well, this is the bit. This is the bit where most people have got this thing around them, which is their comfort zone, and it's the question of fear that gets in their way. So the fear of financials, fear of failure, fear of loss, fear of rejection. All those fears are kicking people down. You know, like I said, the richest place is the graveyard. I've heard that no end of times because people take all of their potential, all of their ideas, all of their magic, all of their uniquenesses, all of their strengths, and they get buried away at the end of their life. Yet we don't know when our life ends. It can end tomorrow. And I want to look back. If my last breath was taken tomorrow, I want to know that I'm living at a 10. Like, I want to know that I am doing everything I can do to deliver what means the most to me in my life. Now, you know, God, you know, I get fucking shiver down my spine thinking about it, because I think that I spent so many of my years trying to please everybody else and thinking that I had to be like this or I had to be like that, when if I just focused on who I am, what means the most to me, what will make me happy, because if I'm really happy, the people around me will be a lot happier, and those people around me that love me prefer me to be happy. You know, I've gone through this period of the last 20 years where people have said I've changed, and I've said, damn right I've fucking changed. Do you want me to be depressed still? Do you want me to be miserable, taking drugs, getting pissed every night? Is that what you're after? Well, maybe you need to hang around with some other people, because that's not me anymore. I don't want my kids to see that as an example. So, you know, for me, what I think everybody needs to connect with is who they are. And what actually, when I influence people now, when I spend time with people, I don't look at what I want them to be. I want them to look at who they want to be. So, you know, we were talking about this Friday. I'm like, I'm interested in you being anything else other than who you really are, and doing the things that motivate you, that get you really excited every day. Will you have a bad day? Yes, I've had 4 or 5 bad days in the last 3 months, right? Really shit days. And when I say shit, it's because I created it all for myself. Taking on too much, getting Mr. Busy, getting on involved with loads of different things, and probably feeling a little bit out of control. But actually my reset button is going, why do I do this? Bang. And I'm doing all of them for the right reasons.
Graveyard. This is a bit wonky, okay? This is not like bottom line, take your business to 800 from 400. This is totally about you, totally about people and mankind's motivation. Fear of death. Saying you live life at 10. I think these moments that we have where we're like, yeah, I built to 400.
Do you know the bit I could say to you right now? Let me just tell you.
You're not resting because you want that.
It's always more. It's always more. Rather than, do you know what? There was 10 days, right. 2 weeks ago, I messaged everybody around me just to say how much I appreciate them and to recognise them for what they do, because I actually, the night before, gave myself less of a hard time. Because I always wanted to do more. I always needed, I'm going to get bloody emotional, because I sat there, Mel had gone out for the night, and I'm thinking, you know, you're always kind of looking at the next thing and you're kind of trying to do all of these different things. And actually, where I'm at, if I would have even imagined it 5 years ago, I'd have said, you're kidding. No way. No way are you going to be leading 7 or 8 different businesses with 3 or 4 new opportunities for the next 12 months and growing a culture which is going to be envied by an industry, attracting people that I trust around me. Like, trust, not false trust. I'm on about people that I know I could share stuff with and I could talk to, and I know that they're as interested in me as I am in them, and it just feels so fucking good. And I sat there that night and I thought, stop fucking chasing stuff just for a minute and look at what you've done, and get your hand, reach over, just give yourself a little pat on the back, because we don't, do we? No. We're always looking for what aren't we doing well, what can we do better. You know, it's funny really, and I think you know, I'm one of the worst, because I am an achiever, right? And I love helping other people. So actually 2 things that are wrong with that is 1, achieving. What is an achievement? To feel fulfilled or to feel unfulfilled? There's a question. And the second part of this equation, helping other people. So who don't you help then? Who don't you praise then? Who don't you give credit to enough? Whose back don't you pat? You don't pat your own fucking back, right? Because you're trying to take responsibility for everybody else who's not doing all those things. I went for a period 3 or 4 months ago where I had a couple of guys working for me and I love them dearly. And I'm taking responsibility for their life. Them not doing the things that they need to do. And it was fucking ripping me to pieces because I cared more about their supposed why or their needs than they did. And it got to a point where I'm playing at a light, you know, I always say if anyone around me, I need to be doing more than they are. I need to giving them more than, does that make sense? Yeah. I think that's got to be the balance, because if it's the other way, people feel like they're doing more for you and there's a resentment, I can take that. But it felt like I'm going at like a 9 or a 10 and they were at a 10 or a 1 or a 2. So, you know, when you love helping other people, there is a danger zone. And that's because you focus on everybody else all the time. And actually sometimes you just need to stop giving yourself such a hard time. Yeah. Take this from me. Find some time aside just to look at and write down the things that you're grateful for. And give yourself a moment to congratulate what you've achieved, no matter how you think it looks. When you write it down and when you focus on it, a lot more comes out. What a great parent you are, how you helped that person when you opened the door at the petrol station that day, whether you smiled at the person and it just lit up their day. Whatever those little things are, be grateful for them. Because life is so fucking short. We don't know where we're going to be tomorrow. And for me, we've got to get back to giving ourselves, not a hard time, give ourselves a bloody good time, right? Give yourself permission to smile. Give yourself permission to feel the way you want to feel, the feeling that actually you've already got. Because let's be honest, most of the things that are really valuable in life aren't the materials. It's that feeling, isn't it, you get? That feeling when you go in something, you feel really happy, really pleased. We don't centre in enough on that because the day takes us away. We get up, we do this, we do that, we go out, we got the news, you got newspapers, you got people talking about bullshit Brexit and all the different stuff that's going on around you which nobody can control. And you're on this fucking wheel and this wheel goes round and round and round and you're scurrying around all the time. Then you've got a phone, then you've got a laptop, then you've got all this stuff going on and all the time you're just running out of breath. Focus on what's next. What do I need to do? I need to be a better mum. I need to be a better dad. Oh, I'm not doing enough. Not doing enough. I could be this. I could be that. Blah, 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 blah. Stop. Close your eyes. Write down what you're great at. You're great. You've got all the gifts, all the strengths. If you don't believe it, nobody else will. So I'm going to say take time out just over this period, whenever it is, and find time regularly just to remind yourself. So my reset, like I've explained to you, is so important to me. If I didn't have my reset question, frickin' heck, I know I'd be like I was 20 years ago. You know, because that's the reset question, is the bit that draws you back out from just that darker place, reminds you of who you really are, rather than who you're really not. And it takes you back to where you want to go, and that's where your why kicks in. So why am I on this earth? Why are you on this earth, right? There'll be different things that mean so much to you, and my advice to you is that's your purpose. Good luck finding it. I think it's in there. Don't think too hard. Get rid of your phone, find some time for yourself, and just enjoy that process. Imagine that, eh? Imagine that. Good luck.